Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie and I'm one of your instructors, and this is the first time I'm making a video for this class, so excuse me if I'm a little bit awkward. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Assignment 1. In the last course, the last time we offered this course, I had some comments that Assignment 1 sounded like it was an overlap of the Introductions discussion forum, and it's really not intended to be. So in the Introductions discussion forum, you're talking about who you are and where you live and where you work. And you might talk a little bit about what brought you to the course. But with Assignment 1, the Peace Education autobiography, I'd really like you to delve deeper and think about the transformative moments in your life that brought you to this course or to your career as an educator or wherever you are on your current path. And so I wanted to show you how I approached this. And this is just one approach. There are as many approaches as there are people, as many peace autobiographies as there are people, so I encourage you to think creatively about how you would like to do your peace autobiography. I made a little timeline that I'm going to show you, and you see I started from birth, and I thought about pivotal events in my life. Very simple things, like when I was 5 years old, being at a family barbecue and seeing a pig roast, and having exchange students when I was a kid. My family hosted exchange students, some travel, my undergraduate studies, discovering yoga, that was a big one. Joining the Peace Corps. And you see it just keeps going, and then you have my current work with Teachers Without Borders, and then I've got some other space that I can keep adding to. So with my, when I approached this assignment, I was just thinking about the things in my life that, looking back, make sense along my path of peace education. I feel like they did lead me in this direction. At the time, I had no idea where I was going. So that was my approach, making a timeline. And you don't have to make a timeline. This is just, I just wanted to show you an example of something that you could do. Another thing you could do is just think about one moment or one experience or event that led you to peace education. And if I were looking at my timeline and I were going to pick one moment, I would probably choose, and I didn't even really write it on here properly, but you see in 2008 and 2009 I have Volunteer for Peace Boat, which is an NGO in Japan, and I was volunteering for a conference that was called the Article 9 Conference to Abolish War. And it was a great opportunity to see the peace field in action. There were wonderful speakers from all over the world and tens of thousands of people. The conference was held in this huge convention center arena, really. I think there were over 10,000 people there. People were spilling out of the auditorium. And there was a moment when Cora Weiss, who was, and I believe she still is, the head of the Hague Appeal for Peace, she was giving a speech about it's time to abolish war. And I was in this auditorium, and I had been doing work along my timeline towards peace most of my life, but when she was talking about that at that moment, I felt so inspired and so connected to so many other people who were working for peace. And at that moment I decided I really need to dedicate my life to this. Felt like I'd already dedicated my personal life, but I wanted to devote my work life as well. And so I started taking steps towards that. So that was a really pivotal moment on my path to peace education. So those are just some examples. So you can do whatever you want. It doesn't need to be too long. It can be 1 page or 2 pages. But I just want you to think and self-reflect about what brought you to this course and what has brought you to peace education as a field. So I hope that you have fun with the assignment, and please email me if you have any questions. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great week.